Hello everybody, Tajri the Guy 3 here, and welcome back to more Pokemon XY&Z anime reviews. It's been a while since we've done a Pokemon XY&Z anime review, only because I think we took like a 3-week break, a 2-week break, I don't know. It's been a while though. It's been a really long time since those two epic episodes 42 and 43. So now we're doing the review of episode 44. Episode 44 is We Start at Zero, Clement's Decision. This episode, and I know that sounds bad, but let me be honest. This episode was a mixed bag. There were some things I liked, and there were some things I didn't like, and there were some things that just basically, I don't want to say disappointed me, it's just I was looking forward to them, and they didn't quite happen the way I visualized them to be. But then again, a lot of fans can say that. It's just, one thing I could pull out of this was the Alolan's redemption part. That was okay. It was alright. Oh, and the Lumio City stuff, where they finally rebuilt the tower back up. But other than that, there wasn't really much I salvaged from this. I mean, the episode begins with Clement restoring Clembot back. Obviously, it's a new Clembot, though. It's kind of like me, how I just had to reset my computer, so basically, yeah, everything's from scratch. So when he restarts Clembot ends up, being able to function like he used to, and this kid comes in looking for a battle from Clement, which is weird because, I don't know, when you see everyone using construction stuff and repairing the gym back from it previously being destroyed from the whole Team Player crisis, I don't know, just me as a trainer, I would be like, okay, this gym's still under construction, let's leave it alone. But no, the kid still wants the battle. Clement says, yo, come back tomorrow, we're not done. Reasonable. But then they throw a party, and when they throw the party, well, yeah, they're starting to throw a party, they're getting stuff together, and all of that good stuff, and everything's all said and done. Alolan is on a conflict. He's in a conflict because, he has to deal with the whole, the whole reason that everybody's fixing Lumio City is because I helped F it up. Like, I helped destroy it. I didn't intentionally do it, but I did help, like, I contributed. Which is weird because Alolan contributed in helping save Kalos too, so it's like, dude, they cancel out. But whatever. At that point, Manon is trying to get the festivities all together, and it's really cool because they end up making these cute little like Pokemon paper cutouts, and Bonnie makes one of Pony-chan, which was really emotional. And, Ash and everybody, they're cleaning stuff up and getting things all ready, set, and done for the party. And then when the gym battle takes place the next day, well, the gym battle in itself with the Clembot and everything, one thing that sort of messed with me about this gym battle was the fact that, okay, we saw Cubone in it. And and I always wondered, because they kept showing off Cubone, they didn't show off his other Pokemon, and I was always wondering, why would they show Cubone in this? And the kid's gonna win because he lost last time, and he wants to redeem himself. Why show Cubone? And the only thing I could think of was, they're going to have Cubone evolve into Alolan Marowack to show off the Alolan stuff. Because Pokemon X, Y, and Z has not shown off any Alolan Pokemon in this entire series. They haven't sneak peeked any. The only Pokemon that's probably been shown off was Magearna. That's it. That's the only Pokemon I can possibly think of that they've shown off, and that was in a movie. But if we're talking canon-wise, like in the series, some Alolan Pokemon or Alolan form of a Pokemon should show up, and it didn't happen. It kind of disrupted me, and I think that was the big letdown of that episode, was the fact that an Alolan Pokemon did not show up. Just, I don't know, simply because it was a way for Ash to get a clue of what his next destination is, because even it feels awkward that Ash is there just because it's like, yo, I'm done with the league, now what? Like, we know, obviously, he can't just get up and get out, but I don't know, it was so weirdly out of place to see Ash there without a mindset to go to the next region, and obviously that stuff can happen when he goes back to Pallet Town, and he does mention it. He does mention, yo, I'm gonna head back home after this, like, we've done everything. Everything ended around the time it should. And then in the battle, the kid wins, even with Cubone staying at Cubone. I thought even the music sounded like it was going to build up to Cubone evolving, but it didn't do it. which again, that's a letdown because we were all looking forward to Alolan Marowack, but nada, didn't happen. Regardless, after that, they have the big party, and Alon gets over the whole thing because the party's cool. And Ash basically has a long speech with Alon. And this was what a lot of people were probably hoping for. A lot of people were probably hoping that Alon would battle Ash one time or give Ash the trophy or something. I wasn't really hoping that Alon would give Ash the trophy, but I did want Alon to at least mention to Ash, yo, if we battled again, I think you would end up beating me, or you deserve to be champion, or something. Give him some respect, I think is what I was trying to say. Because Ash fought hard in that league, and him losing was a big letdown, which, by the way, I will be working on part 2 of why Ash losing is a problem. It's just, I need that, I've literally had to start from zero myself. So, yeah, anyway, they have the big party, and when they have the party, we get to see both Chespins, and the only reason that we know which Chespin's which, between Chespy and Clement's Chespin, is because obviously Clement's Chespin is fighting with Pancham, and he's all full and all of that, while the Manon's Chespin is just sort of chill. Yeah. So, yeah, it's nice to know the differences between the two. But then, I like this. This is cool. It's not as cool as a freaking parade, at the end of the video game, but it is pretty cool. A Sycamore busts out a bunch of medals and gives everybody a medal for the job well done for saving the Kalos League, which I thought was pretty boss. I like that. I like the fact that they all had medals. My problem is I wish it was a parade. A parade would have been much more suited for what went down. But they do end up having a, countdown of the Lumiose Tower lighting back up, so that was pretty cool too. And during that, we have a small Amore shipping moment where Serena looks at Ash and is like, yo, Ash, has figured out what he wants to do now that all of this is over, but what am I going to do when all of this is over? And then basically everything ends around that point, and it's basically over. The episode ends. Like I said, I was really banking on that Alolan Marowack appearance, and it didn't happen, and that kind of struck me the wrong way for the episode. But good character development for Serena, Alon, and a little bit of Ash. And Clement, obviously, because he rebuilt the Clembite. So, yeah, good development for them. Not much. Oh, yeah, and Team Rocket attacks. I forgot to mention that. Team Rocket attacks, and the reason that I forgot to mention it is because it's so unimportant. They literally just go, we need to attack and capture Pikachu, and then they just show up, attack, and then everybody beats the shit out of Team Rocket, and that's it. There's no reason for why Team Rocket was there. There was no reason for why they needed to be there. They just show up. And it's really just, ugh. It definitely reminds you that you're not watching episode 42 or 43 anymore. That's the feeling I got when I watched this episode. This episode was like a slap back to reality. Oh yeah, this is still Pokemon we're dealing with, huh? You can't break old habits. 42 and 43, I think, were the highest the stakes will ever be in Pokemon in terms of action and plot. So when I went back to 44, it felt like we were taking huge steps backwards. Not a bad episode, it's just not, and I hate to say 42 and 43 set the bar, it's just 42 and 43 taught me how far they can go, and 44 was a reminder of how far the show is allowed to go, if that makes any sense. They have the potential of 42 and 43, but you gotta remind yourself in reality, this is episode 44's format. I don't know, it was just basic. But Alon's development and Serena's development and Clement's development, or Ash's development, was the saving factors, I guess. So, the next episode is episode 45, one last battle with Ash, Serena's choice, so we get some development there. So, I'll see you all then, everybody. Tyrone the Guy, 3, out.